We're back. Saved?
Possibly back.
Saved? W?
So close. We're so close.
No, we're live. We're live. We got watched. Well, there we go. WWWW. We're back, baby. Lightning struck my house.
The first band of the
Jeez,
storm.
we are so back. Is there bands outside? What just happened?
There was one earlier. The whole sky went black.
Fully just had a power surge. Oh wow! Look, we're getting
some
tickled, dude. We're getting touched by the storm.
I just made a 30-minute pit stop at my house.
WWWWWW. We're back. Sorry, guys.
When is the rain? We're on the edge.
We're getting it's fucking.
We are getting rained on right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that why we lost power just then?
Maybe.
It's raining.
Oh man.
I mean, it's light blue.
So it's raining from Fort Pierce across the Tamiami Trail.
Yep.
So that's like a 200-mile-long band.
Look, dude, that's right now. We're getting effects from the storm. We're getting touched by the storm.
That thing is healthy.
I feel it. God, that's it.
Donos are gone. Stream crash just gets deleted. Zero is still a legend to all of us. Where's my phone at?
It's going to be huge at Panama City Pier.
There it is.
There is a straight south swell going there that's going to rock them.
Alabama. That's where Corey's headed. Seems
Really
like
good
a lot.
spot. Look at that wind.
A lot of driving.
That's a far location.
Oh.
The thing with hunting waves on the Gulf is you really got to put in the work.
Oh, it's so much.
All right, 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes. We're going to have a major update. Oh, shit.
So where are all the weather channel
Trent!
people?
I need a phone charger. I'm done.
You are. Where are all the weather channel people at?
All the Weather Channel people?
They always go to good beaches.
I get worried about
We back. DB Prods, $50 coming in hot. We're getting things started.
legend. When these things, they predict them. When the track is so accurate, that's when it shifts. So who's to say it's not going to shift to the west or east and smoke us?
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty, especially in the next, 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I wanted to go live on the Instagram or the TikToks to let people know that we're live on the YouTubes. You disappeared like the NOAA plane. That's not funny at all. In storm. Where, though? How do you guys not shot your pants? Because
I'm not
it's in
trying
our
to
blood, baby. All right. So here we see 60 to 80 knot winds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different places. 10-second peak average flight wind speed. 60 to 80 knots. That's a storm.
And it's just broken into the Gulf.
How far north will it push? Very far north. This thing is gonna, dude, the rain maps for South Carolina and North Carolina,
Oh, that
20
sits and
inches.
Sits and dumps.
Yeah, it's just
out
gonna
there.
sit there. It's gonna slow down. It's gonna hit another trough up in the northern. Well, actually, we're getting
Another
phones.
rain. That might be.
Phones are blowing up, telling us
We're
that
in
we
the evacuation area and they want
Waffle
money.
House. Waffle House is gonna close for this one, for sure. I know they don't close for
What
anything.
about pajamas? Yeah,
There it is.
I got mine.
A mandatory evacuation order is issued for evacuation zone A and all mobile homes in Pinellas County. Life-threatening storm conditions and storm surge flooding are expected across the county starting early Thursday. Find your evacuation zones, shelters, blah, blah, blah. Same thing we got earlier. Anybody else getting those? Who else woke up to one of those? DB, appreciate you again, man. Thanks for coming back in hot. Everybody's joining in pretty quick. Everybody's waiting for that update, man. 17 minutes. I mean, I'm sitting here with a couple of my friends. We're doing the same thing you guys are doing, just wondering what the hell is going to go on after this.
What are they saying for the barrier islands? Any like a estimated time for closure?
I think 8 a.m. tomorrow the bridge closes. Jack, I'm going on a charter fishing trip tomorrow at noon out of Cedar Key. No, you're not.
That's funny.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the captain's going to let you know that that's not happening.
Already paid.
He'll probably try to take you inshore fishing instead.
No, you'll get a full refund.
Yeah. I mean, inshore fishing tomorrow is going to be pretty good.
No, it's
It
good for
could
us
be.
tonight.
No, it's not. I mean, it's going to be too windy already.
Yeah, it might be. You're right.
The surge isn't going to be there, but it's going to be blowing 50 miles an hour offshore.
Yeah, good luck. It's like
I would
that.
love to go fish up there, though. I'm sure it goes off.
Oh, yeah, same. I'd love to go up there. Thank you so
I
much
think
for the
this
20
guy's-
bucks, though, man. I've watched you guys for 10 years. Can I be a mod? Sure. I'm going to give you the, Wait, what was the first video you watched? Alright, this is the biggest takeaway that everybody needs to focus on. This is all going to change, though. This is still the 4 p.m. peak storm forecast advisory. We're getting another big update at 11 p.m. That's the one that we're waiting on.
Yeah, this is all gonna shift or change. a
Wind
little
history,
bit.
look at that.
Oh, my God.
Hurricane force winds being spotted. This orange blob is going to encapsulate Florida at some point. That's my
It's
bet.
spreading larger.
What time are you going to surf? I'm going to get up before the sun comes up tomorrow,
We'll
and I'll be
finding
on the
ways
beach.
we like.
It's going to be a full day of surfing.
So what if we watch the NOAA plane going down? Let's just really hope that that's absolutely not the case.
Not going to happen. Those guys are on it. They've been
Those
doing it
guys
for
are
years.
on it.
They do some gnarly
And they
stuff.
have kahunas the size of
Oh my,
planet Earth.
yeah.
Flying straight into the
Flying
hurricane.
straight into the hurricanes.
Oh,
Like,
we gotta just fly
no
right into
one's
this thing.
business. Where are they, dude?
They're just
What are
cruising.
those planes out there over those? Like,
These are just some...
I wouldn't want to be right there right now.
so this area is
That's a
radical.
PJ flying in over.
This all little
Can't get it.
islands and stuff.
Yeah,
These
there's
are
a
all
bunch
little
of private
islands.
jets.
Whoa, those are the most luxurious islands ever.
Just trying to get back to their
I don't
house,
know.
or
That's a gnarly area.
Look at though, there's planes literally everywhere except for where the
Everywhere.
hurricane is.
yeah.
Oh!
No.
Oh, we shockers, Zulu. So those little islands.
My
those
computer.
countries,
Oh no, we're
those
back.
all
We're
those
back. We're back.
countries,
I thought we crashed. I thought we crashed again.
all the Gulf next
Yeah.
to the
Oh my
deep
god,
ocean.
please don't do
That's
this to
gnarly.
us. I gotta get off this flight tracker. I think the flight radar is a little too much for the computer. Too many models
Every
running
time
at
we get
once.
northeast winds, it's gonna say it's small over there.
I believe it. There's a bunch of good spots over there. Oh my gosh.
Not that wide anymore though, you know? It's like it's catching a lot of dry air over here that's breaking it
But look at
down.
what it's already spit up into Florida.
I
Well,
know.
North.
So yeah, the dry air's blowing into the Yucatan and then picking up all that moisture and then spitting it right towards us and the strong sides, that east quadrant.
There was a C-130J Army flying earlier, then he went, yeah, I saw that. I was kind of tripping out. Boom! There she blows. Look at that, though. Look at the eye starting to form in there.
It's getting more symmetrical in shape.
It is, and now it's just entering open season, open Gulf.
It had to squeeze through the channel. Now it can stretch out.
And the Gulf temps are extremely hot right now.
Viewers might experience buffering. Sorry, guys. I am not a professional live streamer. Let me make sure.
She's got arms, but she's growing legs.
Stream status. Nothing.
Oh my god, that should be so much better.
Figure it out. Where's our 222?
Going to Panama? I don't think it's going to go to Panama. I think it's going to go far east of Panama. All right, guys, 12 minutes left. 12 minutes left until we Get our 11 p.m. update. This is going to be a big one.
My goodness.
Look at it, dude. It is absolutely
That's a huge system.
huge.
It's reaching out to the Bahamas. And like Shay said, there's nothing on the west side of it. It's all sucking that up and spitting out to the east.
We're going to be live streaming all day tomorrow, hopefully. Shout out to our son, Jake. He turns 15 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jake.
Look at the start of it.
I
Yeah.
turn 30 soon.
Right. Watch this little baby spinning up.
It's a baby about
See
to be
that?
a full grown.
See it blowing up and spinning.
2 p.m. Thursday, category 4.
Oh my gosh. That's what?
Unreal.
200 miles off the coast west? 100
Dude,
miles?
thank you guys so much. I hope your son has a legendary birthday. I hope you guys are somewhere safe. Butt Bean, thank you for the Bean Butt. I mean, thank you for the $1. I'm the captain of the charter.
You guys are funny.
You should
Captain Jack Sparrow.
probably cancel the charter, dude. How far out are you planning on going? You're the captain of the charter. You're asking me if you should go out tomorrow?
Hey, I'm at the middle grounds right now. Is something brewing?
Tifu's gonna be out there with us tomorrow. He just got new fins for his surfboard at their surf shop.
Love that.
Yep, I spent $270 at Necton today after discount.
Love that.
So I went ham. I got some.
That is
I got
right.
some
I see the brand new
leashes.
fins.
I got look at those. I got the Mick Fannings.
Mhm.
I did not get the Gabriel Medinas because I am not 5 foot tall.
No. What are those larges?
Yeah, the largest.
Oh boy, that thing's gonna rip.
Large and in charge. That storm is intensifying.
Is there a
rapidly.
chance that it could turn and hit here in Clearwater?
Of course.
I'd say 1 in 5.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance. There's always a possibility. Once these storms get this big, there's really nothing anyone can do or say or to predict them. Cat 5 landfall, that's not off the table, unfortunately.
I'm
Are you
claiming-
watching the podcast tomorrow? No. Nope, not that one.
I'm claiming a 5.
I could watch the Talk to a podcast, or I could do literally
So-
anything else in the world. Huh?
These things, you just go back and you think about all the other storms, and it's like we've had category 2s up into 100 miles off the coast, and 100 miles off the coast, they've gone from 2s to 5s.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I mean, Michael,
just
everybody
keep
thought
watching,
that
keep
everybody thought
watching,
Michael
keep
was going to be a
watching,
3.
keep watching.
And then after it hit, it's like, oh,
Oh, it blew up.
our wind measurement instruments have been destroyed.
Yeah, it must
But
be
it
at
did
least-
click for 200 miles an hour right before. It's like, yo, that is a past category 5. Like,
Yeah, what happened there?
so we thought Michael was supposed to be a 3 upon landfall. Ended up being a Cat 5.
Yeah, and then
And this has a... I want to show you guys this. It is haunting how similar this storm is to Michael. Michael being the strongest hurricane to make landfall in the last 7 years. Hurricane Michael, by the way. Matthew.
Let's see it.
Michael.
Matthew did some work too.
Whoa, that's an old picture. Okay, that's not it. Don't worry about that. You guys didn't see that. All right, there we go. Michael. What do we think?
It's pretty
So
close.
here's the difference with Michael.
Uh-huh.
Is Michael was closer to Cuba and went towards the northwest before coming back northeast, where this is closer to Yucatan and coming more.
And it's going to throw a
it's
lot
pushing-
more.
And these storms.
This
pushing
one's hooking.
a
This one's
cone-
going to...
a cone in front of them of
Mhm.
water, and so where we're at, we're gonna have more of the cone pushing at us of water surge.
Well, yeah, a lot of water, but I could potentially see that whole thing shifting towards us.
Well, yeah, that's
How many
that's-
storms-
Finally
Past
caught
5
a
years.
live stream. Been a fan since
It's been
skimboarding
longer,
across the
yeah.
pool or little pot. I can't remember which was first. Stay safe. Prayers from Boston. Z Spectre, thank you so much for the $10 donation. It's greatly appreciated. I'm glad you're in Boston and you're not in the directly in the path of this storm. What was that pick? That was an old thumbnail from worst Fortnite player on the planet versus the best. So that's why I looked ridiculous, because I suck at Fortnite and I was playing with Turner, who does not suck at Fortnite.
just to rub it in a little bit.
Thank you for asking. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom.
How many minutes are we at? Don't make it long.
We have 7 minutes. I'm gonna pull up Zoom Earth, let the model run through. I'm gonna come over here. Oh, the Be Right Back has been on the whole time.
I'm gonna go find my cup.
Sorry, guys. You know what, guys? Come on now. Whoa, Elizabeth with the $50 donation. You are absolutely beautiful. I love you. Thank you for everything. I'm running to the bathroom. I'll be right back. This is Shay Lopez taking over. There's the chat.
All right. We'll read your comments, and he is going to be right back, he promises. But, yeah, I can't even read the things. My eyes aren't good enough. So we'll just look at the storm and talk about swell. Swell from these storms goes out in all directions, and so the entire Gulf will have surf, and that's obviously what I like to do, besides being over here to help my family in case we needed it with storms in the house and my brother and parents living right down the street. But yeah, if you're living in Texas, Corpus Christi, South Padre Island, they're all going to get a really nice long period swell that travels across deep waters of the Gulf and should have nice weather. You can see there's no clouds over there, so you guys are scoring the bounty, while people in the Panhandle, and you can see going right up next to Tallahassee at the Capitol, they're gonna experience 6 to 18 hours of intense conditions that likely the power is going to be out. It's going to be howling winds and damaging homes and trees falling, and worst case scenarios occurring with tornadoes and tree damage in homes and flooding. So low-lying areas could flash flood and fill up real quick, and all of a sudden your first story is underwater. So those are all scenarios that happen every hurricane we see like this, and these happen every couple years, it seems like, here in Florida. And so a lot of the people that have lived here for a long time have experienced a lot of these, like me and my friends. But also a lot of people have moved to Florida in the last 4 years, and so there's gonna be a lot of people that haven't experienced this frequently or at this intensity level.
That's what I've been thinking about too, is all the people that just moved here that are gonna get, like, I saw a comment, it's one of the top comments on my last video that I uploaded. Some lady's like, I went through Ian. If it's anything like that again, I will be moving away and never coming back.
Well, it's like that every few years here.
I mean, if you got little kids,
it's different in Florida.
Yeah, if you got little kids and you're trying to raise a family and not, sit in fetal position worried, like if people...
I ran my family to Panhandle once all the way to Alabama to run away and across and get away from a storm that was looking to take out all of Florida as it went up the guts. I forget which one that was. It's serious when you got little kids and elderly.
Yeah. Elizabeth, thank you. Zero, thank you. We're about to order some pizzas for everybody. How about that? Advisory's out. Advisory's out. Advisory's out. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, chat. Appreciate you, chat. 10:54. I don't want to look, dude. All right. Still chilling. 972 millibars, 85 mile an hour winds.
North at 8 knots. I wanted to see it
still
go north.
Oh, that's slow,
and
though.
Also, I wanted to go north.
It's slowed down. It's not north, not northeast. Let's look at the discussion. The discussion, 10 p.m. Dang. Okay. Satellite images show that Helene has a well-organized appearance. I'm going to get back to the chat in a second. Let's read this. We've been waiting for this, guys. With numerous convecting banding features. A ragged-looking eye featuring is also apparent. However, reports from both Air Force and NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft investigating the system suggest that it lacks a well-defined inner core with somewhat broad maximum wind field for now. The central pressure has dropped a little to around 972 millibars. Given the slowly falling central pressure, the intensity is maintained at 75 knots for this advisory. Helene's structure and intensity will continue to be closely monitored by Hurricane Hunter aircrafts tonight and Thursday. The hurricane continues moving northward with an estimated initial motion of 8 knots. For the next couple days, the steering scenario for this system remains basically unchanged from the earlier advisory. The flow between a mid tropospheric trough over the eastern central United States and ridge over the western Atlantic should result in Helene's acceleration northward to the northwestward during the next 24 to 36 hours. This motion will bring the center of Helene to the northern Gulf of Mexico coast in about 24 hours. The official track forecast through landfall is very similar to the previous NHC prediction that remains close to the corrected consensus guidance. After landfall, the trough to the northwest of the tropical cyclone becomes a cutoff low, and Helene should turn left as it rotates around the low in 3 to 4 days.
Well, here comes the good part. The next paragraph's the one.
Helene should be in an atmospheric and oceanic environment over the eastern Gulf of Mexico that will be very conducive for strengthening. The system is expected to traverse the loop current, which has especially high oceanic heat content. This, along with fairly low vertical wind shear and moist mid to low tropospheric air mass, should likely result in rapid intensification before landfall. The official forecast continues to call for the hurricane to reach a Category 4 status tomorrow. Should be noted that the HAFS-A and HAFS-B regional hurricane models show more intensification
That's 5.
than indicated
So that
here.
would be 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No matter what, it will be a major hurricane.
It should be noted that both regional hurricane models that they use show even more intensification than indicated, which they are saying official forecast continues to call for the hurricane to reach Category 4 status. Any more than Category 4 status, we are witnessing truly a historic event for the Gulf Coast. Helene is forecasted to be a large major hurricane when it reaches the Big Bend coast of Florida. As a result, storm surge wind and rainfall impact will extend well away from the center and outside the forecast cone, particularly on the east side. In addition, the last forward speed with Helene moves inland will result in far inland penetration of strong winds over the parts of the southern United States, including strong gusts over higher terrain of the southern Appalachian, but there's an S at the end. A higher than normal gust factor is indicated in the official forecast. Okay, Category 4 expected, potentially more north-moving storm that's going to pick up
You
speed.
didn't go to the key message at the bottom. There's a key message.
Catastrophic and all right, key messages. Dude, I don't like reading these. These ones are like scary.
Catastrophic and
A
deadly
catastrophic
storm
and deadly
surge.
storms. I don't like the key messages. All right, Chad, do you want me to read the key messages?
20 feet above ground level. There's nowhere in Florida.
I'm
higher
tired,
than
guys.
20
It's been a
feet.
long day. Yeah, we might be cooked.
Yeah, we
The
got
whole
it. The whole state.
Big Bend, the whole state.
If you watch the news right
Yes,
now,
read
you
it.
watch the level of
Let's read it.
hyperbole, it's out of control.
I don't like reading it. Like, if you want to like promote,
Potentially claustrophobic conditions will occur.
all right, a catastrophic and deadly surge is likely along portions of the Florida Big Bend coast, where inundation could reach as high as 20 feet above ground level, along with destructive waves. So 20 feet of storm surge and then 8-foot waves is what that means. There's also a danger of life-threatening storm surge along with the remainder of the west coast of the Florida Peninsula. Residents in those areas should follow advice given by local officials and evacuate if told to do so. I cannot emphasize enough that if you are in the direct path of this storm, you need to leave
Watch Point Break.
in the morning. This is not something that you want to sit down and put a chair and have a picnic as it comes your way. Go to higher ground, abide by the evacuation orders. Everyone's getting them on their phones. If you have location set up on your phone and you are in an evacuation area, you probably already know that you are in an evacuation area. All right, key message. Note number 2, potentially catastrophic hurricane force winds are expected within the eye wall of Helene when it makes landfall in the Florida Big Bend region late Thursday. Preparations to protect life and property should be completed by early Thursday before tropical storm conditions arrive. Damaging and life-threatening hurricane force winds, especially in gusts, will penetrate well inland over portions of northern Florida, southern Georgia, and southern Georgia late Thursday. And Thursday night, where hurricane warnings are in effect. Strong wind gusts are also likely further north across portions of northern Georgia and the Carolinas, particularly over the high terrain of the southern Appalachians. Catastrophic and life-threatening flash urban flooding, including numerous landslides, is expected across the Appalachians. Landslides, huh? We're getting landslides from hurricanes now? This is all so new for me. These are words that you don't hear when we're dealing with Gulf Coast storms, because they usually skirt up the East Coast. This one's gonna
so now
push
they're talking
north
about
and
the
then
Appalachian Mountains and landslides because of torrential rains, and that's like a Caribbean thing where you see all the landslides in Haiti and Honduras.
I said guaranteed at least 1 million people without power after this storm hits.
Well, power outages. Crazy.
Tropical storm conditions are expected. Widespread minor to moderate river flooding and isolated major river flooding are likely. Tropical storm conditions are expected over portions of western Cuba within the tropical storm warning area. Hurricane Helene will bring heavy rain into portions of the western Caribbean with potentially significant flooding across western Cuba and the northern Yucatan Peninsula into early Thursday. 130-mile-an-hour forecasted maximum sustained winds 24 hours from now. All right. That's heavy. Yeah, we're getting up early.
5 a.m. update.
5 to your Airbnb here in PCB a couple years back. Stay safe. Thanks, bro. Ski boys, appreciate you. It's not an ideal report. Cone shifted east? What? I do have a couple more things I gotta look over real quick. A couple more cones. 85, 192. Is this an updated cone? 10 p.m. It did shift. Yeah, it's bending more now. That's gonna whip some storm surge into parts of Florida that are not ready for it. I'm worried about Tampa. Let's see how far east this thing goes by tomorrow. That's gonna tell us a lot. Peak surge still the same. 10 p.m. advisory still the same. Warning cone looks about the same. Let's look at Windy, see what Windy did. We can check all the other models all at once here.
How are we looking?
Gnarly, dude.
Worse?
Not better. Look at the 5 p.m. for the Euro.
That just came out.
Yeah.
Good lord.
That's insane.
Here is the 5 p.m. for the Icon. Here's the 5 p.m. for the GFS. Here's the 5 p.m. for the HRRR. And here's the 5 p.m. for the NAM. They all look pretty bad.
Are we
Beans!
closer to us or further away?
No, a little closer. Closer.
Damn.
Oh, a little bit closer. Once this thing passes by, we're not going to be sleeping very much. This is going to be crazy storm surge. So much water pushing up into Florida.
So my 90-year-old grandmother.
7th verse, can you mod me? I'm a big fan.
Just to leave her house.
That's okay.
That's beachfront, 100-year-old house.
Yeah.
Maddox to not pierce his nipple with a rusty nail? Obviously, that's a terrible idea. What?
Look at that. It's just going right into the scoop. It's literally it's carving.
Do I think Tampa will lose power? Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of power lost in Pinellas County. Tampa, maybe not as much. I think the infrastructure is a little better. Maybe less trees or something like that. But, yeah, we're going to have a lot of power outages. That's almost guaranteed.
Isn't the whole state going to be in tropical force winds?
Yeah, the entire state's going to be in tropical storm force winds. A large portion of the state's going to have hurricane force winds. It has not shifted west. No, it actually ticked east. Closer to Tampa Bay. One more tick east. I'm leaving.
Where do we go?
We go to the warehouse.
That's not far
That's
east.
not too far. I'm leaving. I'm thinking like over the bridge somewhere. You're
Yeah,
talking down
no.
the street.
I got a buddy who's got a house up in Odessa we could go to if we have to. Parish, I mean, look, man.
We're not leaving, dude.
Cape Coral, Northport, all the way to Panama City is going to see effects from this storm. It's going to be as widespread. Jack Tenney is deception. Decepticon? Decepticon. Sorry. I'm dyslexic.
That's a big word.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's scary. I'm scared. Hurricane hunters, I mean, they just said Category 5 is not off the table. Their discussion was scary.
Called it.
One more time, I'll go over it. Not the whole thing.
Category 5, for sure.
The official forecast continues to call for the hurricane to reach Category 4 status tomorrow. It should be noted that the HAFS-A and the HAFS-B regional hurricane models show even more intensification than indicated here. They're indicating that they're certain of a Category 4 and saying that their models are forecasting more. So if you weren't planning on leaving and you're in the direct path of the storm, I think you should maybe reconsider it. Donating in honor of the angry leper who is on standby in Cedar Key with his boat to assist those who are choosing to stay rather than evacuate. Said there's hardly anyone there now. Good to hear. Sending him prayers. Whoo! May want to get out of IRB. I'm not flying out of here, man. If you think I'm leaving Florida for a hurricane, you are bent, mate. You're cooked. I'm not leaving my home, dude. People need help. We got to be here for them. 8 p.m. Look at that click. 130 mile an hour. Major Category 4 hurricane moving into the Big Bend. This will probably be one of the most significant swell events in the history of the Gulf Coast. I think parts of Florida are going to see waves that they've never seen before.
And where it's hitting is one of the lowest lying spots in northern Florida. So there's parts of coastline that might not ever be seen again.
Yeah, it's moving into swamp and marshlands. Like, there's going to be entire islands and entire estuaries and houses that are just not going to be there anymore. I've been to High Springs. I've been up there, up by Weeki Wachee, and taken the scenic route and seen all these houses that are right next to marshlands. Granted, most of them are on stilts, but this is going to be a wild, wild ride tomorrow. Guaranteed. We're going to be live streaming all day, hopefully. I'll probably do a stream tomorrow morning just to update everyone on the track. I don't know. It's kind of mind-blowing, though. All of us are shook, waiting to see what happens tomorrow. Oh, biggest takeaways from this is follow the evacuation. Follow the evacuation notices. Know your zones. Check out this website. It's very important.
Evacuate.
If it's telling you to evacuate, you should probably evacuate. Get out of there before noon tomorrow, before the conditions get really dangerous, before it's a bad idea to be on the road. Hello from Odessa. Great updates. Thank you so much. Florida man ain't scared, man. I ain't scared. I've been through this before. I'm scared for people who aren't as well equipped and who aren't as ready as we are, who haven't dealt with something like this before. There's a lot of people that have just moved to Florida. All over the state of Florida, there's new people moving in. Every single town, every single city that you've been in, people are there that have only been there for a couple of years. National Hurricane Center calling for a Category 4 tomorrow. Said their models are indicating something stronger than Category 4, which is as high as the ceiling goes for a hurricane. It doesn't go past 5. And the models are saying scary things. If it's moving north at 15 miles an hour with 140 mile an hour winds, that's 155, then you have to account for gusts. We're talking 160, 170, 180 mile an hour winds are not off the table.
And the last time that's happened?
Katrina and Michael are the only two that stand out in my head that even remotely come close to what this thing looks like.
They go on the west side of the
Michael came and scraped Cuba. Katrina, I believe, came in between the north side of Cuba and the south side of Florida, and then blew up out in the middle of the Gulf and went to New Orleans. I appreciate all you guys joining the stream. Only 400 likes. We got over 3,000 viewers. Proceeds from these videos go towards hurricane relief. If you guys want to click the like button, it helps me out. It helps to support relief efforts. Let's see if we can't push that to 1,000 real quick. 400 is sad for how many people we got in here. We got food coming in. We ordered pizzas. The whole community came together today. Everybody's been helping each other out in my area, boarding up windows. The sandbag piles on where I live are completely gone. Every single bit of sand that the city had available for people to take is gone. I went to my dad's house today. He just got a brand new roof. Can't wait to hear his take on it tomorrow. Tropical Tidbits forecast shows a second system developing and landfall on the Gulf Coast 10/7. Oh, worst case scenario for Florida, guys. It's not what we want. Forecasted models. What model were you looking at where you saw a second storm forming? I mean, there's a bunch of storms. We're just dealing with the closest one for right now. Thank you, Trin. Where's the second storm? This one out here, not worried about that, man. Look at tomorrow. Look at tomorrow. One of the most significant swell events, significant hurricanes that you will ever see in your life if what they're expecting to play out plays out. If what the National Hurricane says is true, this is not something that any of us will forget anytime soon. Oh, let's go back to Zoom Earth. Let's get you guys the visual view. Rip your dad's roof. Yeah, right? Look at this. Look at this beast. It's a tank. The biggest storm of the year. Guaranteed. Biggest storm of the year. Could be the biggest storm in the last 7 years. If it reaches category 4 and starts pushing the roof off of that, it will be writing records. I think that if this becomes a category 4, it'll be the closest that a category 4 hurricane has ever been to Tampa Bay. Right?
In the past 100 years.
In the past 100 years, at least. I mean, we only have data from then until now. And honestly, the data over the last, 30 years and then everything before that, we did not have the instruments and the tools that we have now. Beans. It's okay, man. I get it, you know. People are dealing with it. We're all pretty scared. Come to Cabo. What? Category 4? Alright, we're getting a giant influx of new viewers. So I'm going to go back to the National Hurricane Center and read some of the key messages. We just got an update. They've been flying in and out of this storm all night. And we just got a big update. The storm remains 75 knots for this advisory. 972 millibars. Biggest thing to take away right here, okay? I'm going to read it for you guys again. The official forecast continues to call for the hurricane to reach Category 4 status tomorrow. It should be noted that both the HAFSA and HAFSB regional hurricane models show even more intensification than indicated here. So the National Hurricane Center is not sure. They're calling for a Category 4 hurricane tomorrow. And their models are indicating that there will be even more intensification after that. That's wild. All right. Biggest takeaway. If you're new to the stream, 15 to 20 feet of expected storm surge in the Big Bend area of Florida. Millions of people are going to be out of power. 15 to 20 feet. I've never seen that in my life.
I don't think our island, for us, what's 8 to 12?
5 to 8 for us.
5 to 8. But where on this island is 8 feet above sea level or 12 feet above sea level? Or 10 feet or 5 feet above sea level?
Nowhere.
But there's streets, houses getting water. Just completely saturating their whole downstairs.
And people in the chat are saying no shot. I did this earlier. I did it in the stream before.
Definitely more than a shot.
Those palm trees, 15 feet tall. There's already 8 feet of water here.
Where's this clip?
This is, where was it? Fort Myers. Look at this house blowing away.
Gone. The palm trees are underwater. I mean, that changes the shape of your coast forever.
Look at that. Okay, guys? If you don't think 15 feet of storm surge is possible, we've seen it. And this is Ian. What was Ian on landfall? Ian was a Category 4 on landfall. We're calling for a Category 4. Category 5 is not off the table. The National Hurricane Center said themselves. That is not right now. That's from Hurricane Ian, guys. But Hurricane Ian, that only had this much time in the Gulf.
Hey, I was watching that was messed up. Those waves going across that was like 10, that was just, and it wasn't just the water, there was like so much swell.
Well, people in the chat were saying that 15 feet of storm surge is impossible.
Okay, so also Fort Myers isn't as susceptible to storm surge as the Big Bend is the most susceptible area to storm surge. Like
Yeah,
on
there's
the planet. On the
every-
planet, their models for storm surge in the Big Bend are greater than anywhere.
All of our Gulf water pushes that
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for it to go. It's going right up
It's
in
all
there.
piling up like it does in our river when we get a south wind.
There was a full video from there too. I think there's another one.
I forgot how
Attention retirees.
Ian was insane. Yeah, look, they lost
Look
an
at that.
entire pass.
I want to buy your house.
This is
I can
just-
pay you cash for your house, no matter what condition it's in.
I think
If you need to sell your house for any reason, click
further south.
Sanibel.
Yeah, so that's the bridge here.
Yep. I can't find the full video. Here we go. Look, guys. If this doesn't convey the point that I'm trying to make about the fact that this was a Cat 4, a smaller Cat 4 at that, the sheer size of this storm kind of has all our jaws on the floor right now. What?
That's the clip I never saw.
Yeah, we had a big influx of people. We're at 4,000 viewers right now, so I'm going to talk with the guys a little bit. I'm going to give them one more rundown of all the models and everything.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, because those palm trees are very large.
I mean, yeah, look.
Yeah. 12, 15. So that's all the massive water. Like, the massive water that filled that up is unfathomable.
Did you get your drinks? I did get my drinks. Thank you. What were they? The Ghost, whatever? Appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Help me moderate. It's been a long day. Tomorrow's going to be an even longer day. We're going to be streaming all day tomorrow in the Hurricane. Hurricane live stream with the boys. I think that's what we're going to name it. Something along those lines. I don't know. We're getting in there. I'm going to do an update in the morning, though, as well. People who haven't lived Cat 4 don't understand. I mean, People have either lived here long enough to understand that this can happen, has happened, and will happen again, or people haven't lived here long enough to know anything. And that's it.
So the one thing I've learned is anything over 65 is you just can't handle it. You don't want to be outside. You don't want to be in your car. You don't want to be in anywhere that you don't feel as safe as you can find a place to be.
You don't want to hold off till the last second.
Yeah,
And then end up driving an 80, 90, 100 mile an hour
no,
gust.
it's not possible because
It's horrible.
That's I've been in that and I've been stuck in that, and you don't want that. I don't want that to happen. So it's before that happens, you have to be in a safe spot.
All right, we're going to go back to Tropical Tidbits. They have an aircraft that just finished its run. We're showing some seriously strong winds. 60 to 80 knots. Everything is going to change tomorrow. We finally have entered open Gulf waters. We're still scraping off the coast of Cuba. We're still scraping off the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico.
And you saw what they read. That it's going through the loop current.
Yes, into the loop current. I think that that's on Mike's. I might be able to show you guys the loop current. Sometimes he has it on the front page. I forget where it's at. There's so many models to look at. So much data to go over. Where is
That's
she?
a significant feature in the Gulf that is unique to the Gulf and is a
Here it is.
supercharger.
Here it
Supercharger.
is.
There you go, right in that nook.
That's it. That's what we're looking at. That's what the National Hurricane Center's talking about. That's where we're entering right now. This thing's going to move up right alongside of that, and it's going to be like a Beyblade, just fed warm water. This is where we think the rapid intensification is going to happen. Right there. Right here. It's deep water. It's deep warm water. And it's what the hurricane wants and what the hurricane likes and what it's going to use to go from a Category 1 to a Category 4 in 13 hours. That's as rapid as intensification is going to get. We talked about it for the last 4 days. I said if this thing becomes a hurricane before it leaves the Yucatan Peninsula and the Yucatan Gap, I said I don't think anything's going to stop it from being a Category 3. And now it's looking like a high-end Category 4, which is just interesting.
It's just a heartbeat from 5.
Yep, just a notch away from a 5. Tomorrow's a big day. If you are being advised to evacuate, I think that's a great plan. I'll be back in the morning for another live stream, guys. I know it's ridiculous to get off with 4,300 people here, but tomorrow's live stream is going to be gnarly. If you guys want to drop a like on the stream, come back tomorrow for the update. I appreciate it. We're going to try to stay informed together. Tomorrow's going to be a hectic day for me. I'm going to be surfing. I'm going to be vlogging. I'm going to be trying to post updates. I'm going to be going live. I might end up going live in the evening. That's when it seems like the bands are going to get super, super gnarly. But I'll keep you guys posted. Follow me on Instagram if you want live updates for everything that we're doing as we're doing it. My Instagram is @savage. Thank you guys for being here, hanging out. It's been really nice doing this with you guys. And we're going to get after it tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day for the entire Gulf Coast of Florida. It could be a historical day.